I am so glad that this trailer came out today because I had no idea what I was gonna film for today's video, so Marvel came through. I'm Brenna Beckwith, and this is my reaction to the Spider-Man Far From Home trailer. I love Spider-Man. He is without a doubt one of my favorite Marvel characters, one of my favorite superheroes, and probably one of my favorite characters of all time, honestly. I love Spider-Man, but I'm not going to talk about how much I love Spider-Man because I've already talked about how much I love Spider-Man in another video. There is a special place in my heart for all versions of Spider-Man, but by a very small margin, Tom Holland's portrayal is my favorite. Not by far, but just barely my favorite. I had to think about this a lot after the events of Spider-Verse, but I think that Spider-Man, Tom Holland Spider-Man is my favorite. If you disagree, go to the discourse below. I would love to hear who your favorite Spider-Man is. We all have different opinions about this. It doesn't matter, really, because all Spider-Men are pretty cool. All portrayals of Spider-Man are pretty cool, so no hate to the others. I'm just really excited about this trailer. Also, Lord knows we could use a positive trailer after the Endgame trailer and after the events of Infinity War. Things are looking pretty bleak in the Marvel Universe right now, so it will be a welcome breath of fresh air to go see Far From Home and hopefully to watch this trailer. He's in his black suit already, oh my gosh.
Thank you, Spider-Man.
That was so good.
Oh, Aunt May.
Happy. You look nice.
Thank you. You too.
Thank you. New dress?
Yes, it is.
No, I do not want a romance between. No.
What just happened?
No! I love Tom Holland.
Planning a trip? Going to Europe. School trip. Get your passport. Peter Parker here to pick up a passport, please.
We've seen him, okay, it is 38 seconds into this. We've seen him in his black suit and his blue suit. We've seen maybe a possible romance between Aunt May and Happy, and I'm gonna have to process that. I hate that so much. I don't want Aunt May to be sexualized. I love Aunt May's portrayal in Homecoming, and I'm sure she'll have a great portrayal in Far From Home. I love that they made her younger. I think that's a really, really cool adaptation of Aunt May. I'm gonna have to make a video about Aunt May because I love her portrayal in Homecoming, and I'm not gonna be able to talk about it all in this video. That being said, I do not like the insinuation that she and Happy are gonna flirt. Also, man, we just have so much going on. Before I get farther into the trailer, let's look at this passport. Oh my goodness, look at his face. That's so funny. Let's read some of the information because obviously they want us to see this. It's just interesting to see that there's no year. That's obviously what they wanted us to see because we don't know what year this is. Apparently it takes place right after the events of Endgame, but we know that there's gonna be some crazy time jumping in Endgame, so obviously they're not gonna give us the year on his passport. Dang it.
Pack your suit. I just want to go on my trip with my friends. New York doesn't really need a friendly neighborhood Spider-Man.
I love that he leaves his suit as home. I love that. I love that.
Therefore, I have value.
No, that's not
I'm
right.
messing with you.
Oh, I love that. I love the romance between MJ and Peter. Yes.
I had just finished my food coffee.
Ned! Oh my god, I hate these trailers.
Finally meet you, Spider-Man.
Nick Fury.
Put some clothes on. Let's go for a ride.
Is he gonna be okay like that?
Might want to turn him over so he doesn't swallow his tongue.
Nick Fury. I can't. Ugh! It feels like they're giving us so much information in these trailers. Like, I am 1 minute and 29 seconds into this movie, and I think I already know the plot. But I'm also, like, super excited to see Nick Fury back in action and to see Nick with Spider-Man. I think that's so awesome. I think that, this is gonna be such an awesome movie. Okay, let's move on. Play.
Nick Fury just hijacked her summer vacation.
I think Nick Fury just hijacked her summer vacation. I love the black suit. Actually, I have mixed feelings about the black suit. Was that Sandman?
Job to do. Are you going to step up or not?
I'm so excited for this movie. I'm so excited.
Your friends are in trouble.
Stealth suit.
What are you gonna do about it?
Oh my gosh. There's Mysterio.
Part of this.
It looks like Mysterio's gonna be a good guy. He's attacking somebody. Wow. I love the theme song.
Who is that guy?
He's like Iron Man and Thor rolled into one.
He's no Spider-Man,
What is it with you and Spider-Man?
but he looks out for the neighborhood, has a dope suit, and I really respect him. What's up, dickwad?
Oh my goodness. I have so much to say about this trailer. I'll probably watch it 1,000 more times, but just off the top of my head, it feels like it's going to be classic Marvel. The quips and the fun, the high stakes and the drama, but still with that fun energy, and just, I think it's going to be a slightly more positive movie than the nitty-gritty movies that we've been seeing recently. I love that he is somehow working for homeless support or whatever. I don't know, there's no way to tell if there's any sign of fallout. There's definitely no reference to Endgame, and that's obviously strategic. Definitely won't know how Endgame affects this, but there is no year on the passport. His suitcase says BFP, which is beautiful. It means he's using Ben's suitcase, his Uncle Ben. I don't know what F stands for. See, like, I keep looking at the buildings and it doesn't look like there's any like fallout from an Endgame. There's no sign of it that I can tell. I love the looks that he gives. That I'm so glad that I love this smile. I love seeing Spider-Man happy. Like, all I really want in this world is Peter Parker to be happy, and especially after the emotionally draining scene from Infinity War, I needed to see this. I needed to see this. I love that Peter Parker gets a little bit of a break, even if it's not for long. Peter Parker is just amazed by seeing Nick Fury. That probably means something. He definitely didn't meet him in Endgame, so that's interesting. The black suit's growing on me. I think it might be representative of how Peter is feeling after the events of, wait, who's this lady? Huh, there's like a, do we see who's here? Could be Maria Hill. Up until recently, all the women in Marvel look the same from behind, so it could be anybody. It looks like we got this evil guy, some take on Sandman or something, I guess. Looks like Happy goes along with them or something. I love the stealth suit. I think the stealth suit is also growing on me. That was another one I was a little bit hesitant on, but I think the stealth suit could look really, really cool. In the beginning of the movie, he's gonna have a run-in with this big bad guy, and then Nick Fury's gonna step on in to help him out. And then we got Mysterio. Man, that's gonna be interesting. I'm interested to see what happens with this relationship between Flash and Peter. One of my favorite character arcs in the comics is Flash's character arc. He hates Peter, loves Spider-Man, and then eventually ends up helping Spider-Man and becomes a hero of his own. Pretty cool, and I'm interested to see how Far From Home takes Flash as a character.
Thank you, Spider-Man.
That was so good.
This is a classic Marvel teaser trailer. They give us just enough information to theorize wildly without really giving us any information at all. I love the romance between MJ and Peter. I've talked about romantic subplots before. I don't really like it when they're unnecessary or uncalled for, but a little bit of that is pretty necessary to Spider-Man's story. A lot of what makes Peter Parker and Spider-Man who he is the relationships that he's in. So hopefully that they do this right. Looks like they're trying to steer away from Peter Parker as Spider-Man trying to save whatever damsel in distress. Hopefully MJ will be a really interesting character in this movie. I would like to see her somehow help Spider-Man. I'd definitely like to see her know that Peter Parker as Spider-Man. I think that could be a really, really cool dynamic. I just realized I have paint on my wrist, sorry. I love that he leaves his suit at home. I think that that is really, really awesome. Something that I loved about Homecoming was the struggle between Peter and Spider-Man. So I'm excited to see that characterization of Peter Parker. I would love to see him just be on vacation and just put away the suit for a little while. I think that's so important because in Homecoming, he kept choosing Spider-Man. And to see the characterization established at the end of Spider-Man Homecoming when he refused the suit, to see that established in Far From Home is going to be really satisfying because we didn't really see that established in Infinity War, mostly because they just didn't have time for that storyline to talk about Peter Parker. Peter was really just another character in that movie. Seems like everybody is the same age. They're obviously still in high school because they're going on a field trip, so who knows what kind of timeline Endgame will introduce, so it's hard to know. And they definitely want us to speculate about what year it is in the timeline, because why else would they put the passport? This is why I hate Marvel, because they set us up for this kind of stuff. No Tony Stark in this trailer, so who knows what's gonna happen with that. Maybe he's dead after the events of Endgame. Maybe Peter's gonna have to deal with that fallout at the beginning of this movie. Didn't even see any trace of the Iron Spider, so who knows what's gonna happen with that. I can't wait to see all of the videos speculating what happened to the Iron Spider and why there's no Tony Stark, especially because Tony Stark was so important in Spider-Man Homecoming. Yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited for this movie. I'm really, really looking forward to a positive, exciting, fun, lighthearted adventure with Peter Parker after the terrible events of Endgame. So yeah, this trailer set up a lot for Spider-Man Far From Home. I will stop talking your ear off and I will stop talking my own ear off because I have to get to class. Other than that, if you enjoyed this video, click the like button. Let me know who your favorite Spider-Man is and what you are excited about for Far From Home in the discourse down below. And I make videos every Tuesday and sometimes more during the week. I'm trying to make 2 videos every week, but we'll see how that works out because I am a busy college student. Subscribe to my YouTube channel for that, and check out my podcast. This podcast was Burdened with Glorious Purpose. We talk about the Marvel Cinematic Universe, and other than that, follow me on Instagram, and all of my links are in the description down below. Oh my goodness, I'm tired of talking. Yeah, this is gonna be a good time. Other than that, I'm Brenna Beckwith. This was my reaction to the Far From Home trailer. Until next time, make good choices. Bye.